All right, Eric Love's back with the special episode of Overcooked. Let's talk about my deviated septum. Look at this. Bam. And it's weird. The thing about having a deviated septum that they don't tell you is like all the extra stuff that comes with the recovery. Like people asking you questions. I wasn't ready, but like, the person that asked me the most questions is my girlfriend. She was just like, "Did they tell you how long it's gonna take to recover?" And I was like, I didn't ask. Isn't that great? I don't ask. As like, I think there's other guys just like me, right? We don't ask. Trust me, if it were serious, they probably would have mentioned it. I'm assuming. I don't know. It's weird too, because it's like you just bleed randomly. You just start. I can't wear white. It's very much like having a period. I'm just like, oh my god, am I spotting? Oh, it just looks like I got beat up at all times. Like every time I go to Walmart, I have like a little bit of blood. But even right now, I don't even know if I cleaned it off. I always got like the past 5 days I've had like just like randomly bleed just everywhere. It's a very censored stigmata. Some people were just like, hey man, at least you're not doing anything important with my nose. Yeah, I was just about to go hang out with Dwight Howard. Damn, I guess I gotta cancel. But you can't do certain things. Like I can't play catch with my daughter right now. And it's just like, how come we can't play catch? I was like, what if you hit me in the nose? She's like, you think I could throw that good? And I was like, I fucking believe in you. When I went to go see the doctor, it made me laugh because he was just like, do you know if there's anything traumatic that could have caused this? And I was like, well, when I was a kid, my parents got divorced. It's funny too, because doctors don't just laugh. He just went, huh. like he had to analyze. He was like, oh, that's not true. That would have been funny if that was just like, I don't know, I cried really hard. I went, and my nose broke or whatever happens when that happens. But I had this thing for years. Like I didn't know anything was wrong. I didn't notice until my girlfriend pointed out. I was hitting my vape and I blew it out my nose, and she just goes, "Is your nose deviated?" And I was just like, I don't know what that means. I don't have health insurance. When you don't have health insurance, you're not allowed to ask questions like that. But yeah, I finally went to the doctor. I asked him. It was funny too. I didn't know how they were gonna test. This is what they do. He goes, "Let me see." Oh yeah, that's deviated. That's all it took. The funnier part is that when I was like, "Hey man, my girlfriend pointed out when I hit the vape. Do you want me to show you?" He's like, "Yeah, go ahead." And I hit the vape in his office and I blew it out. And that's what Medi-Cal covers. They were just like, "Yo, there's other tests for this, but you want to just hit the cherry berry. There are things to expect when you get this done. That's called a septoplasty." And there's another part to it. But like I said, I didn't ask questions. Like a lot of that, you're gonna get a lot of. First, there's a lot of blood. Like you're gonna have more blood than you expect. This is be like bleeding. It's gonna be dry. It's gonna be annoying. It's gonna feel like you have giant boogers in your nose. My fucking teeth hurt. I don't know why. I know the guy is an ears, nose, and throat. I didn't know he was also a dentist. Was I not going out? I don't know, because that's the thing. When you go under, you're just like, hey dude, that's. I don't know if I was like fighting and he was like, fucking. Once again, Medi-Cal. It is very funny when they put you under, because you're just talking to the doctor. You're just like, hey dude, what the, and then you wake up. And then when I woke up, I guess everybody has the same question. You just like, you wake up, you're like, ugh, are we at war with Iran? But yeah, these fucking hurt. They hurt really bad. To the point where I'm just like, yo, what else did you work on? Another thing I did not expect when I went in. So they make you obviously take off your clothes, get in the gown. They made me wipe my whole body, because this is what a surgery was. Like, this in particular is what a surgery was. They gave me like 3 of these big ass anti-sept whatever wipes, and they're like, you have to wipe down your whole body. And I was like, everything? And I was like, but the surgery's here. They're like, oh yeah, don't touch right there. But like everything else, and I get why they do it. They're just like, I don't know, man, maybe your balls are dirty. I just thought it was weird. The weird part, that's not even weird. The weird part was like, you have to use all 3 of them. And I was just like, I was good after 2. I wanted to steal the 3rd one. I was just like, if this is what my insurance is covering, I should be allowed to take this home and use that at a later date. An unexpected thing that happens, I just looked like I got beat up wherever I go. I went to Walmart. I was at the cashier thing and I was buying some shit. She just kept looking at me and like scanning things, like looking at me. And I was just like, she loves me. She really loves me, I swear. But sometimes she just gets angry. And it's not funny to joke about spousal abuse. But it is because I'm bigger than my girlfriend. But yeah, after all this is said and done, I'm really looking forward to being able to breathe. I've never like not had this. I don't know what it's like to breathe with both nostrils. Even in my early 20s, I tried to get like a CPAP machine, and they kept giving me like a nose one because it pumps air basically so your throat doesn't close when you sleep and you keep breathing. But they kept trying to give me this nose one and it wouldn't work. And I was like, yo, this doesn't work for me. They're like, but it has to. And I was like, but it doesn't, you know? And I just didn't use it. I didn't end up using the CPAP. Yeah, I've never had a life where I could breathe with two nostrils. It'd be very funny if I just become a whole new person. I wouldn't say I'm negative, but I am mean. It'd be cool. Like, what if I was just like, yo, this dude's really positive. He's not an asshole. He was just sleepy. He was just always under rested. Or do I just go party? Just be like, dude, check out what this nostril does. And then just hit a line with my friend Bobby. But I am glad I survived, because I looked it up. Like 1 in 8 people actually die from the surgery, and I'm one of the 1 in 8 people that I made up for the story to not die, and I'm really proud of that. I'm gonna be doing a part 2 to this. I'm supposed to be getting these things taken out on Wednesday, which that's probably gonna suck, you know, because it's not gonna be like, hey, dude, guess what? You're done bleeding for the week. No, I just gotta keep carrying it for the next 2 weeks. I just went and bought this. I went through one of these already. I bought this is the bigger pack now. I had to go buy that because it's just all day, just like this is a new one. I got this before I started recording, and I wiped it off like right before I started. So this is my whole week to 2 week experience. Not worth taking 2 weeks off of work. Not that much worse though. Like if they were just like, hey, do you want to do the surgery again or work full time at FedEx office? I'd be like, fuck. I don't know, man. The surgery sucked, but so do the customers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you next week when I do an update to this story. Hey, look behind the scenes. Ugh, dude. Still better than working in retail.